Kathleen is showing how to save by shopping the flyers, especially for groceries. Can everyone give it up for Kathleen? So we're going to talk about saving money. Can you still save money at the grocery store? Are there ways to do this?
100% you can still save money at the grocery store. It does take a little bit of time and effort though, but once you get the hang of it, it can be very easy.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the flyers. So we all get them. Sometimes they come to your house. Sometimes you see them in the bottom of the cart when you get to the grocery store. Don't just pitch it. You want to look at those because this is how you're going to begin sort of figuring out what you're going to be eating for the week.
100%.
Walk us through what we should be looking for, Kathleen.
Yes, so when looking at the flyers, you're going to want to look at your local grocery store or the store that you normally shop at. That being said, there's deals to be found anywhere. So if you want to go to the store that has the best prices that week, that is a great way to save money already. But we're going to take an example of a couple here, and we're just going to go through them and find some of the best prices that we can find this week. Okay. So when we're looking at prices, you want to look for something that is a reoccurring low price, and you kind of learn that with time. So what is a good price and what isn't? So right off the bat here, we're going to look for this chicken deal. This is $1.88 a pound for a full chicken. So that's going to make a chicken about $5 to $7 right now, where regular price you would be paying between $12 and $15. So
that's a big price savings.
Right off the bat. And chicken is so versatile. You can do so many different things with it. And if you don't need it this week, throw one in the freezer if you have the room.
Right, so that's the other tip. Like you're
100%.
buying stuff and putting it away, like store it, freeze it, all of that stuff, especially when you get it on special.
100% if you can afford to do so that week and you have the freezer space, that is a great one. Another good one right here is the berries. So same thing, you can throw berries away in the freezer for a couple months, use them for smoothies, use them for baking. Again, just so versatile and an easy way to start saving.
So I never freeze my berries because I don't like that consistency, but if you're using them for baking and smoothies, no problem.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
So just kind of adjusting how you're using things after they've been frozen for sure.
Okay, what else we got that's
So if we're going over to the next slide over here, we have this egg deal. So this one is amazing, under $6, and you know, normally for a carton of 12, easily that price right now. So to get more, you know, when we're thinking breakfast, scrambled eggs, anything like that.
What are you getting in this one? Is it like 24 eggs?
Yes, yeah. So it's good. It's really great.
Just find some room in the fridge. That's our problem.
And right? That's definitely one thing, but eggs last a long time as well. And if you need to, you can hard boil them. They'll last even longer.
Absolutely.
So great tips there. And then on this end flyer here, my favorite one is this produce deal right here. So 98 cents, we have potatoes, carrots, and onions. Same thing for the onions, carrots, chop them up, throw them in the freezer if you need. But again, very versatile, and you can use that for multiple meals throughout your week.
Very good. Okay, so we've done some good, we've done some good shopping. Where do you usually start? Do you start with the meal plan, or do you start with the flyers and then make your meal plan based on what you've seen?
So first step I like to do is go through the flyers. What store are you going to that week? And then from there, we can actually go into our second portion, and we are going to make our shopping list. So I have taken some of these ones that we've talked about, added them to a quick shopping list, so then we can see, you know, where am I going, what am I getting in the store this week? And that's just kind of how you can consolidate your planning. But also when sticking to a shopping list, you're not throwing unnecessary things into your cart. And if you're doing that, you're impulse buying, things go in the garbage, you are throwing out money. So we're trying to avoid that.
Absolutely, and we're actually infamous for doing that in Canada, right? We're throwing away too much food. So you got some iceberg lettuce, you've got some potatoes, carrots, onions, you got some blueberries, some chicken, some ground beef. Is it beef?
Yes.
Bacon, which is, you know, crucial. Some eggs, some cheese, and a few other items. So you see what's on special. You're going to make your meal plan based on this. Now I have to ask you this because you're young. Are you going to several different grocery stores like my parents do, who are retired and they have all day long? Go to hit 5 different grocery stores and then maybe Shoppers Drug Mart for the milk on the seniors day?
I do not have the time and effort for that. So ideally, I'm trying to shop at a store that's going to allow me to price match. So by price matching, I can actually get all of these different deals that we saw on the first page. All of these flyer deals, I can actually get at one store if they will let me price match all of them. So it does depend on your area and what store that you're going to. But ideally, this is a great way to save. Go to a store that price matches, and really you can save the most in one location.
And how do you like to price match? Tell me the way it works for you.
Yeah, so for price matching, I normally use my phone. There is something called the Flip app, and I find that that's the easiest. You don't need to bring all the flyers to the store with you anymore. Really, everything's in the palm of your hand.
Okay, so I talked to the audience about this. I get the panic sweat when there's people behind me in line, and I want to try and price match and get a deal, and people are like huffing and puffing like I'm taking too long. And so my friend in the audience said, it doesn't matter, you tell them to wait. You tell them to wait because you need to. How many of you, first of all, use Flip by a show of hands? Oh, so very popular. So she says it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you need to save the money.
100%.
Food is very expensive. So it's worth it to just turn around and maybe tell everyone, by the way, I'm price matching. Calm down, everyone. And I'll be through it as soon as I can.
For sure. And one way I like to do too is I put some of my items up on the cart first, things that are just regular price, and I keep my price matching stuff to the end. So it gives me a little bit more time as they're cashing through my items to get myself organized as well.
Oh, very good. I like that. Okay, let's talk about the meal plan now, because that's the important part. We're going to see what we're going to make with all the good deals we got.
Yeah, so just quickly, these are some very simple meals that you can do. But here we have that chicken that we were talking about with the roasted vegetables that we're going to do. So with the carrots, the onions, the potatoes, that is one easy meal.
Yeah.
And you can actually repurpose the ingredients depending on your family size for a second meal. So we have chicken noodle soup down here as well, using the leftover chicken, using those chicken bones, making a broth and throwing in your veggies. Soups are always great because you can throw whatever you have left in your kitchen.
Yeah.
So that's great. We have tacos. I have it on Wednesday, but we can throw it on Taco Tuesday if you want.
I was like, that should be on Tuesday, but it's fine. We can do Taco Wednesday.
Whatever. Tacos are fun for the family and don't really take a lot of ingredients as well.
Yeah.
And then at the end here, you know, a simple breakfast. It doesn't cost a lot whether you're doing breakfast for dinner or during the weekend.
Oh, good idea, breakfast for dinner, because that is an elaborate breakfast in my house. Everyone's having cereal Monday to Friday. So thank you so much.